Hey guys, I just wanted to come to you today and explain a little bit about what I do. My name's Nadia and I train Mustangs and burros for the BLM, which is the Bureau of Land Management. And I'm excited to just explain this a little bit more to you because I get a lot of questions, and so I thought this might be an easier way for people to access. So the Bureau of Land Management rounds up Mustangs and burros. They're running wild on rangeland that they manage. And so there's about 80,000 animals on the land, and the land can't support that many animals. So if there's not enough forage or grass for them, then they would starve. So what they do is cut down that population whenever they need to, and they bring them into holding facilities around the United States. And there's over 45,000 Mustangs and burros in a holding facility right now that need adopters. And I know I can't find all those animals homes, but we are going to try to do as much as we can to get those animals that we come in contact good homes. What they're looking for to be able to adopt is somebody that hasn't had any animal cruelty in their background. They can provide food and water, shelter, and they would like it to be 20 by 20 area with good fencing. And we always say, even if you have a different type of fencing that you think might not qualify, as long as you could bring that animal home for a couple of weeks, maybe like a round pen attached to a lean-to, to get them acclimated, if you have other horses, to get them acclimated, teach them what your fenced property looks like, make sure you could catch it, that way in the smaller area you can do all that. And then once that animal is calm in your environment, then you can get them used to your new fencing. But at first they want them to be in a smaller area. So people are kind of scared of the requirements, but they're not as difficult as you think. If a horse or a burro is wild, a horse needs a 6-foot fence and a burro 5 feet. But if they're gentled by us, those requirements aren't as stringent. It could be a 5.5 feet for a horse. So it's a simple application. There's kind of two different types of applications, depending on if it's sale authority or just a regular adoption. I can answer more of those questions, but as far as what I do, I'm considered a TIP trainer. That stands for Trainer Incentive Program. And what they do is they give us a little incentive to train these animals once we find them an adopter. It doesn't cost you any extra. You could bring home a wild one for a $125 fee, or you could get one that's already started on their gentling process. And to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. The horse or burro would be a lot safer for you to take it home and continue on with its training if we've already gentled it. And so what that gentling process consists of is teaching it to lead and halter, pick up its feet, and load in and out of a trailer. We tend to do a little bit more. We teach the horses to lunge, and usually to lunge and tie to a wall. And if they're here long enough, sometimes even a surcingle or a saddle will be put on them. So it's worth it to have that animal tip trained. Like I said, no extra cost. And so you apply. Once you get approved, they send you some paperwork. You send them your $125. You don't pay me, and I'm not the one that approves the application. They do that for me. Once they get all the paperwork finished, they tell me that I can release the animal to whoever it is that adopted it. And so the other thing I wanted to go over is, what can I do with a burro or a Mustang? So the burros, we adopt out a lot of them for herd protection. People that have calves, sheep, goats. The other thing is just some of them are really friendly after they're gentled, and they make good pets. Some of them you could use as a pack animal, or teach them to pull cart. And some people like them as companions. You had 2 horses and you lost one to old age, and they're easy to maintain. They don't eat a lot. They don't need their feet done as often as a horse. And then as far as the horses, they all have different personalities, but Their feet are hardy, and they can do anything that a quarter horse type domestic horse can do. I've done barrels and poles, English, jumping, liberty, which is, no halter, no bridle. I've seen people do dressage and pull carts and rope and rein and you name it. You pick the right one, that's built to do what you're wanting to do. So keep that in mind when you're going to adopt, is what am I going to do with this animal long term? And they're great trail animals. I mean, they're used to rugged terrain, and any of the ones that I've had have been great on the trails. So if you have any other questions, feel free to message me, but this is what I'm doing a lot of right now, and I just wanted to share it with everybody. And like I said, if you have questions, contact me. You can call 765-418-3432 or just PM me on Facebook and Messenger, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. Thanks. Have a great day.